Hey everyone, Asa here. This is a teaser / initial overview of another mod I'm working on for Hearts of Iron 4 as Dwarven Ireland from the dieselpunk series I have, Connacht Disaster Zone. It's basically merging two of the other mods I have, the Dwarven MIOs mods and the Irish unit names and voices mods. But I've added a few things like, just from starting, you can see we actually have a fleet. We also have a naval base down here in Cork, which is exactly where our main naval base is in real life. We have air wings and designs for them, and more airfields. And another type of unit, the Bearton Militia, or infantry. Dwarves, basically. So you can see they can't move very fast. They use less supply than regular infantry. They have more defense. They have less breakthrough because they're much shorter, can't carry as much heavy weaponry. But they're much harder to hit. So yeah, they're basically going to be sitting up in as many of these places as possible and digging in. Oh, and did I also mention this? Yeah, they have entrenchments to start. Why? Because they're dwarves. This is where Diggy Diggy Hole should start playing. Nope, not putting the earworms into you. No, nah, not at all. I have added a few extra advisors. I haven't got rid of the default ones. I'm probably not going to. This guy, Tierna Macaulay, or Lord Macaulay, is the head of the Connacht Trading Company. Basically an in-universe equivalent to the East India Trade Company. He's a bit corrupt and wants a lot of creature comforts, but he's a wheeler and dealer. So he's good at badgering people into building quicker, extra political power gain, but you lose stability and you require more consumer goods. This guy is not from one of my stories from the series, but I may put him in. He's just a bog standard social reformer, stability, day democracy support. Donald O'Brien, again, just made him up for this. He's a brewing magnate. I may have stolen this idea from the more, what was it? What was the name of that mod? Better Mechanics, More Advisors. There is a beer manufacturer there which does pretty much this. Though I may have changed some of the values a little bit. Again, they're dwarves, they drink a lot. And finally, this guy here, he's supposed to replace the elusive gentleman. And I might change things a bit. Basically, the head of the Dwarven Inquisition. Less stability because everybody's scared of him. But extra counterintelligence, extra agency upgrades, and a fascism support because that's probably the kind of thing the church would go for in this setting. And it's not like Ireland wasn't really a theocracy from the pretty much from independence all the way up until 90s, 2000s. Moving on, we have ship designs. Oh, we have more factories as well. Not much to really say there. I'll go over those in a bit. We do have more technology, like we start with guns, artillery, support equipment, early trucks, towed anti-air. Stuff the dwarves have. Planes, we have some basic designs. Nothing really fancy here, just light machine guns and an engine. And a dedicated Mio for those, which just makes them faster, more agile. Some little bit extra air attack, not much. Same for our close air support, it's bog standards, like going with these because they allow us to strike ships. Guess what we have to deal with? And also a dockyard or two because it's kind of always annoying me that there isn't one. Ship designs, right. We start off with this Hero class, or Beetle Roach. And I may have just copied this in from one of the English designs. Literally, all it is a dual-purpose anti-aircraft gun. A dual-purpose battery. I could replace that with a light one, which gives slightly more piercing, no anti-air. Now, because the Mio we have turns them into corvettes. They're cheaper, but less powerful and harder to spot. They're basically dedicated anti-submarine ships. And our submarines, again, it's pretty basic. The only thing here is the O'Callaghan class. That's the name of it. That basically means Holland, after John Philip Holland, the guy from the scanner, somewhere down around here-ish, who was the father of the modern submarine. Care to what? Yep, that's me saying what you want. We do start off with a full infantry battalion for the Army High Command, unlike in the base game, and I've adjusted that so it has support artillery by default. My change is to add engineers as well, turn it into the general defensive unit. Not sure where else I'm going to add. I might add some more steel or stuff like that. As for where else I'm going to go with this, I haven't done a focus tree. I'm going to be testing this alongside the expanded generic focus tree, but I might look into that at some point, because this is pretty dull. Nothing much to say here. I am considering adding a balance of power mechanic that'll be between the Dwarven Church and Connacht Trading. Basically, two not very nice organizations bickering for power. Might add another research slot, don't know yet. Probably I might add some forts around here and an advisor for those. Oh, I'm also considering looking into creating new buildings. Basically, wind turbines and wave turbines. What I'm kind of going with here is that the dwarves pioneered those because we have a lot of good places for that. Well, definitely for wind. Wave power, apparently not so much, despite being an island. So yeah, this is me just waffling on a bit about this crappy idea I have for a mod. Hey, it's going to be somewhat unique, and I'm planning to do a live stream sometime on, actually, not sometime, the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. I haven't decided exactly when, but it'll be sometime in the afternoon. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.